Hey folks, my name is Pravus, and welcome to more Manor Lords in our absolute maximum difficulty run. And so far, well hello, why are there bandits over here? So far I'd say that things are going fairly well for us, right? We've been able to establish ourselves pretty well. One town is very much in a good self-sufficient spot, which I do very much like. We are in the process of trying to build up 2 small other villages. And the fact that I have to divide my attention between 3 maximum difficulty regions is gonna be a bit tricky, there's no doubt about it. But it's okay, I think as soon as we get these guys self-sufficient with their own trade builds, everything is going to be fine. Here's the real problem I'm thinking about. Our goal is to wipe my enemy off of the map. That means I need to claim all of his territory. For that, I need 2,000 influence each, plus a decent army. So, not only do I now need to build up 2 manors in my new regions, get them fully built up with retinue so I have 72 knights ready to fight for me, but I also somehow need to gather a ton of influence on a map when there aren't gonna be a lot of brigands, because there's only 1 region left where camps can spawn. Yeah, this is gonna be a very long, slow, and arduous process, but as long as I reach self-sufficiency, we should be able to just blaze right through it. Oh, and a bandit camp has been sighted. Well, I know where it's gonna be, in this region. It's actually the main reason I refuse to claim this region even though I could. I want every bandit camp I can get. When we attack our enemy, I'll probably hit Goldhof first just to try and prevent the AI from grabbing this region. That lets me farm out just a little bit more influence, just a teeny bit faster, I think. I'm gonna preemptively build a body pit over here in this region since I think we're gonna end up fighting in this general area. But on the off chance I'm wrong and they get close to the village, I need that. If you have a lot of unburied bodies in a region, you actually lose a lot of approval. You lose a lot of approval, bad things will start to happen. So I'm gonna try to avoid that. Okay, the bandits have reached my region. I saw them starting to sprint. I also saw one of them ducking off this way. For some reason, they do like to split off from the main group quite a lot. I'm not really sure why that's the case, but they do it. Anyway, if they're gonna come after me one at a time... Whoop! See, that's what I'm talking about. Look at this guy. He thinks he can just run between the trees, and I'm not even gonna notice this guy. Ah, how dare you! Hold on. One of you guys actually needs to go and reinforce. Hold on, pull him back to the main group. I'm gonna be fine, and now we hit him for this way. Okay. And we're actually losing some men, amazingly. I know they've rebalanced a few things in the game, so it's totally possible that you're more likely to get casualties than before. Maybe. I don't know. My guys are pretty fatigued. That's probably playing a bigger role, but I've lost like 4 men. Hey! Hey! I didn't lose anybody before. What's changed? Ah, I don't like that. All right, well, whatever. Last of the brigands are about to die. There we go. And that brings me up to 2,000 influence. Okay. Once I get these churches up and running in both my villages, I'm gonna feel a lot better about myself. We're almost there, by the way, and then we can just kind of build up from normal, and it's gonna be fine. Let's make sure we actually do disband these troops so that nothing is going to get wasted in my economy. We'll go deal with the brigands and all's going to be well. Now, I think that overall this run's gone phenomenally well. There is one thing I slightly regret, and it's that we got lucky getting regional wealth attacking an empty camp over here in the first video of this particular run. See, I think that there is a way on maximum difficulty to still get enough money to survive, but it would be very difficult. If you are following along with this, and you did not get lucky enough to have an empty camp to give you the regional wealth that you need to kick off the trade routes so that you can actually build your economy, here's what I would probably have changed. I think still would have stuck with the normal strategy of building up 2 level 2 burgage plots just to get the points, but I wouldn't have done it on empty houses. I would have done it on the houses that are already occupied, and then I would have tried to leave them up and running for like 3 or 4 months and pray my approval did not drop low enough that people would leave. The reason being, a level 2 burgage plot does give you some small amount of regional wealth. I think it's per month, like 1 regional wealth per month, and I think at the very beginning of the game, you probably only need like 6 or 8 wealth to open up a plank or a stone trade route. So if you can survive that 3 or 4 months, scraping pennies together to open up 1 route and then start exporting, you'd be fine. So we got lucky. I'm not sure I would always be able to get that in the future. But if you're trying this at home, that's probably the one thing I would change, and I kind of wish that I could have put that to the test, just confirm. Oh well, I'm not really gonna complain. The churches are now built. Okay, we are officially safe. Now I just need to go through this typical process, get 2 level 2 burgages, get them to trade build, go, 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 go. Do we want to change up their economy much at all? To be honest, no. I mean, Waldbrand isn't a very good region. We'll probably just have to rely a lot on imports, to be honest. There's really nothing else we can make here except for boots. Lots of boots. And that's fine. Over here, at least in Imirith, we should be able to build up a whole load of clay tiles. That's gonna be my proper method of making money over here. In Waldbrand, it might be fun to do a little bit of farming. It's not beneficial, but it'd be fun to do a little bit, right? Oh, in Eichenhau, or however you say that, we did say we were gonna try to set up some armor making, right? We did say that. Yeah. Okay. So I need to get up to 3 more level 3 burgages, which I don't see any reason why we couldn't just go ahead and do that. So we shall, and then of course, if I want to do the very labor-intensive, but fully autonomous method of making armor, I need to get myself a bloomery close-ish to our storehouse, actually, not even our mining pit, really. And then after that, I actually don't think we need any other industrial buildings. I'm pretty sure another level 2 burgage is all I would need. We would get ourselves, yep, the Armorer's Workshop. What do you mean I'm missing basic armor making? Did I not pick that up already? I guess I didn't. Oh, okay. Huh. Well, I want to go to advanced armor making if we could. The reason this is useful is you're able to start making high-level armor, and it makes it a lot cheaper to upgrade your retinues, right? Normally you'd have to spend a lot of money in order to get them better armor. If you own the armor locally, it ends up being a cheaper thing to do. That said, it's not like I'm not rolling in wealth. I guess I don't really care that much. Burgage plots are now built over here. Quickly get these to level 2, then we can demolish. Same exact thing over here as soon as we have a few more timber to go around. There's my points. Trade build, easy, delete. And then we get a trading post. I guess it could be kind of off over here, closer to the main road. It seems like the closer it is to one of the trading points on the edge of the map, the faster things go. I'm not sure if that's totally true, but it certainly seems that way. And then, of course, let's not forget that if I do want to get a manor set up, and that's the next goal, we need to make sure we get ourselves a bit more stone. So let's place that in these areas over here. And in Waldbrand, trade build. Yay! It's so fun being railroaded into the exact same playstyle. But it works at max difficulty. How am I doing in the main town? Just fine. I've started taxing these guys a little bit, which is why I'm now up to almost 2,000 gold, and we're still rich as frick over here. Struggling with fuel, though, which doesn't make a whole lot of sense, but yeah, whatever, okay. We'll just hold on to a fair bit more charcoal rather than sell all of it off. There we go, problem solved, yay. I do feel like sometimes, if I'm not actively focusing on a region with my camera, certain things don't seem to happen. Like, I set this house to get upgraded, like, 10 minutes ago, and it only just now finished when I had 5 available families at the time. But the second I look at it, someone finishes it. I don't know if that's true, alright? But it certainly feels that way sometimes. Anyway, let's go over to this plot and go ahead and set up the Armorer's Workshop. Do I even have much in the way of iron slabs? Of course I don't, because I never assigned any. See, this is another example. I set this bloomery a while ago. No one's built it. So yeah, I wonder if that's a thing. If you don't actually look at a town with your camera periodically, does something stop? Like, if it's not actively being observed, is it real? I feel like we're getting into that weird blend of physics and philosophy, but certainly seems like that's the case. Anyway, we'll go ahead and assign someone here to work in the bloomery, and we have an armorer, so pretty soon we should find... God, I'm sitting on so many shields again. We should be able to start making helmets and mail armor. Good. By the way, is the manor built in Waldbrand? Because I just saw policies unlocked. They are. Good. All right, first we go over here and we say, yes, let's do the hunting grounds. Because at least for the moment, we do have a rich animal deposit, so we might as well enjoy the benefits. Then we go to the castle planner, and do I have... No, I don't have everything I need for a garrison tower, but that's one thing we're going to work toward next. Let's take a look at our army. Hey, look! A whole nother retinue. That's great. Let's go ahead and buy a bunch more. I'm sitting on so much wealth. This is completely and totally fine. Raiders spotted up over here. Okay. Well, I don't have 3 retinues exactly that are fully upgraded, but I've got 2.5, and I'd say that's pretty decent. So let's, I don't know, see if we can meet them up over here? Maybe more over this direction. Certainly feels like they're kind of hugging the edge of the map. There's 4 groups of brigands. That's not a small number of brigands, considering. Huh. Okay. Again, I'm not really sure what the driving force is behind the maximum number of brigand camps you have to worry about. But that's a pretty big group. All right, and once again, they think that they can split off, which I'm finding very annoying. Get over here, please. Thank you. All right, we'll see how well these guys are able to hold their own. 24 against 36. I'd really rather not lose anybody, but you know, we'll see. Oh, we lost one. Dang it. That's the first knight I've had die in this game. Ever, actually, I think. And yet somehow, this one group took out both groups while these guys are still struggling. Oi! What is so hard? I don't know. Anyway, that brings you up to 5,000 influence. Okay, I can take away half of this guy's lands. I do think it's worth trying to claim Goldhof. We're about strong enough to pull this one off, I think. Yeah, might be worth taking this away to guarantee he doesn't take away the one region the bandits can spawn in now. That said, I'm also really close. I actually did just finish getting my garrison tower over here. Okay. So we actually now can upgrade this retinue to be full as well. That's 3 fully armed retinues. Okay, we're ready. Yeah, it's time. It's time to go to war. All right, Goldhof, claim with influence. Yes, press the claim. So how does one stop this exactly? Like if I were playing against another player, forget the AI for a second. If I were just playing against another player, how would I stop this? Would I have to send an army to go and fight over this? Do I have to spend my own influence in order to counter the claim? Is that something that's ever going to be in the game? I've got no idea. Whoa, hold up, the battle, okay, you know what? Haha, never mind. Battle for Goldhof, enemies declared. Oh, there they are. All right, so all we have to do is meet them in the glorious field of battle, of which they do have 6 units? 7 units? What the frick? Why do you have so much? Holy crap, wait a minute. I can make it worth your while if you drop all your claims. No! I am confused though, hold on. So, here's the thing. I knew that the AI could do this in the sense that I've played this before and the last region consistently this happened. You get suddenly hit by like 8 armies at once. I have not had it happen on the first one before. So that's interesting. Well, that probably means I actually do want to go ahead and get my militias together as well. And we should send them to go and join up with my army while they can. We've got 90 days to actually make our claim. Okay. All right, my troops are in position. Let's go ahead and make my march upon the enemy. Where are they go? There's the battle. Okay, the battle is in progress, they say. I didn't feel like it was in progress up until this exact moment, but that's fine. Retinues, destroy their archers! For some reason, the archers are going in first, which makes absolutely no sense to me because that seems like a great way to get all your men killed, but okay. And then in go the other pawn. Did you... What? Oh my god! They instantly deleted my polearm militia. Remember in the last run, we had a moment where archers insta-deleted an entire army? Yeah, it just happened to me. That's a lot of dead people. Great. Okay. Yeah, there's a reason that they've said that they're nerfing archers. Something's up with them. Something's really up with them. Okay, well, the good news is it looks like we are doing a pretty good job of fighting these guys off. We've broken most of their forces. There we go. Okay, now we have to pray that we survive the point-blank range death that is archers. Good God. All right, here we go, here we go. The archers keep trying to run away from me. Cowards, get back here! It is a little unfortunate that we definitely lost some of our knights. But there we go. That should be everyone, right? I'm pretty sure they're all dead. Yay, victory for me! Okay. That was fine, except for the BS that is archers. Let's rebuild. On the plus side, it's not gonna take me long to get my money back. I've got 7,000 regional wealth since I've left this region alone. So plenty of that to go around. I'm not sure I understand how Waldbrand is running out of food so quickly, by the way. It's like we're getting no animals. I've got 2 people working in the hunter's hut and no one is actually getting me any food. There are just occasionally little weird quirks in the game where it gets very, very confusing. Fortunately, trade is good enough that it gets over a lot of that, but in the center of the map, it's arguably the hardest place to overcome. So like, trade is slow here. Winter's probably not the best time to be attacking people, but you know, I'm feeling like we can probably afford to do it. Let's go ahead and claim Hofstetten. Another region shall be mine. And we'll go ahead and rally up all the remaining troops and get them into position, because we already know what's gonna happen. It's all-out war. The gauntlet has been thrown! The battle for Hofstetten, alright. So, what are you gonna bring? Anything? Whoa, there we go. Alright, it's another full army. Huh. I do feel like they changed something. I guarantee you in the early access before this game was even released to the rest of you, the content creators I've worked with, and myself, we didn't have to face armies this big, not for this many regions. It looks like that might have been intentional all along. Huh. Okay, this is harder, but we'll be fine. Tell you what, we're gonna use the cover of the trees to see if it's possible to sneak up on an AI. Kinda doubt it. But if I could avoid getting shot by his archers for a little bit, that could be good. Never mind, here he goes. Okay, we know how this works. And my archers are all dropping like flies, because of course they are. Oh my god. I don't understand. I don't understand why this is the way that it is. It's so frustrating. And there go the archers, they're all dead. Okay. I think the best thing to do is to literally keep the archers on the back heel so that they can't attack. Well, maybe not, because these guys actually stopped attacking. What is going on? Guys, go get them. Oh my gosh, these spearmen are worthless. All right, militia just die if they go up against archers. Straight up, they die. Do I need to set up a fourth town just so I can get another retinue? I really hope not. Come on, just catch their archers out and start killing them. It really shouldn't be this hard to break them. I know that I'm in heavy armor and it's kind of hard to chase these guys, I get it. But come on, you can do it. Oh my gosh, look at them go. Look how good they are at strafing. It's ridiculous. There we go. Good news is they really can't seem to kill your retinues worth anything. Thank God for that too. The good news is even when your militia die, people from outside the family, like cousins and stuff, start automatically rejoining the family anyway. So you end up regenerating all of your people pretty quickly. This is just mostly tedious and annoying. I really don't know what's going on with this middle region, by the way. No one is hunting these wild animals. I don't care what you tell me. I see that there's a tiny bit of meat and stuff in here, but I swear no one is hunting here. We're getting basically no food. These guys are barely scraping by. Do I have to go for a farming build in this particular region just to survive? I guess we could. It's just, that's weird. You contrast the problems with the food over in Immenruth, for example, though. I don't even have to import any food. We're sitting on so many berries and meats. I don't know. I'm not really trying to complain, all right? That's not what I'm doing here. I'm not trying to complain and whine about, oh, the game's being too hard. I'm mostly just looking for a little bit of, like, some consistency, I guess, as to why this is happening. So it's a little bit easier for me to figure out how to game the system, I guess. Anyway, we're getting the level 2 burgages, cobblers, brewers. Those are the two things that I need the second that these are built up, and as long as we have someone working in the malt house and the tavern, and we're importing barley, I think we're gonna be okay. I've also got way more leather than I know what to do with. Bandit stole something. Oi! No one even told me there were any bandits! How dare you sneak over here? At some point you'd think they'd get the hint though, right? Every time we've tried to set up in this region, we get murdered. I say murdered. We get law and ordered. There we go, that's a little bit better. And they never understand. They never learn from their lessons. It's fine, whatever, I don't know, I don't care, I'll just kill them. It's more influence. And we've almost got enough to go for another region. Well, let's go ahead and start doing a whole load of farming. I can't believe it's coming to this, but here it is. Farming time. Let's go ahead and set up like 3 little fields over here or something, and then of course we need to get some farmhouses where all my extra people can do some work, plus I need to get a windmill so I'll be able to start grinding up my own flour. And that's my last point in my capital. There we go. All right, we're officially a large town. Let's get the advanced armor smithing just for fun to say that we did it. And then now if I go here, we can start producing mail armor. 2 iron slabs each. Yeah, sure, why not? Man, trading in the middle region, I didn't realize how bad this is. The trading in the middle region, I'm sitting on like 92 roof tiles and 85 leather. In theory, I should have plenty of money. but nothing's coming through because the merchants take a much longer time to get there. I'm guessing the way that it works is you can only have one merchant on the map for each of these trade routes, right? That doesn't sound unreasonable until you realize that if you build really close to the edge of the map, that's a very short travel distance for the merchant, so he travels here, grabs who he wants, goes over here, despawns, and another one can instantly spawn, and he makes so many trips so quickly. But in the middle of the map, he's got to travel all this way. So it takes 2, 3, 4 times longer? Probably about 3 or 4, to get the same kind of trading done. So actually playing on the edge of the map is way easier. That's interesting. Anyway, I think we're ready to go for the kill here and actually try to win the game now. I'm pretty sure. So here's what we're going to do, all right? In order to save myself a bit of trouble, I'm going to go to this region down here where I do have plenty of money. We're going to go ahead and import a whole bunch of bows and create one more militia of archers just to give me a fighting chance. Oh, this is interesting. I'm not allowed to create a militia in another region? I didn't know that. That's interesting. I thought for sure that I could, unless, of course, this is like some sort of a cap in general. Like, if I removed this unit, could I do it now? Okay, yeah, so actually we're just allowed to have 6 units in general. That's it. All right. I honestly thought we could have more than that, but that's probably because I've been talking to people like Feedback Gaming who kind of broke the game and was able to have basically infinite soldiers. So maybe I misunderstood how that part works, but you know, it's fine. It's fine. There are other ways around this, I think. What if I hire some mercenaries? The Wayward Sons are the only ones left. Carry on, my wayward son. Let's hire them before they're gone. You know, it's fine that I'm able to just get some mercenaries. If I was gonna get mercenaries, at least they are archers. That's probably the best I could possibly hope for. So we can take a little bit of the enemy's medicine and use it against them. I do have 4,000 influence now, by the way. The tithings have paid off. Thank you, church. So yeah, we're absolutely ready to go for the final push. And this is going to be my grand army. Alrighty. As usual, Mr. Hildebolt von Berenuch, whatever you call yourself, we're claiming your last territories over here. Go ahead, send your troops. See how well this goes for you. The enemy has been spotted. Is it any worse than usual? No, actually, weirdly enough, it's smaller than usual. They have less archers. Again, what exactly determines what their forces are gonna be? I don't know. This is more reasonable though, no problem. The battle officially begins. All right, let's have you guys pull back because I see the archers already making a beeline for them and I don't feel good about that. Take a few shots at them, guys. Come on, don't let them get me. There we go, we're firing a lot of arrows and yet somehow I'm not able to get all the kills they could. Look how many arrows are coming this way and we've only killed 3 freaking men. How does that feel? Not good. Whatever, archers, use shoot at will. If anything's close by, just try to insta-delete them. There we go, we got into their archers before they could do too much damage. However, they're now trying to hit me with their brigands. No, 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 you're not allowed to do that. Okay, their archers are still strafing like crazy, and they're much faster than I am, so tell you what, you guys are gonna back the heck off. Archers plus retinue. Go kill them, chase them down. There we go, the archers actually insta-deleted them. Hooray! Once in a while, it works. Okay. So with that done, let's get ready to move on the lost territory. We're almost there, guys. We're gonna win this. We're gonna win it. Peace has been declared! No it hasn't. I can't oh, how much influence do I actually have? It says 2,000, but I don't seem able to actually do anything. Hello? Am I actually, like, just slightly shy and it's rounding up and I can't tell? There's an easy way to fix that. Let's go kill this bandit camp real quick and see if that solves the problem. It is amazing how much slower these militia are at killing brigands than the retinues. That's just disappointing. Wow, all right. Well, it just goes to show how good they are. All right, yeah, we were just rounding up. Now I can claim with influence. Rounding up is great and stuff for a more compact UI, but then it leads to mistakes like that, and that can get frustrating. Anyway, I'm not disbanding the army or the mercenaries. We're going for it. This is it. Hang on, I think I might be learning something about the game. I was wondering why no merchants were coming over here. And I was following the merchant, and it sure as heck looks like he got everything he needed at my main city and then turned right around, which means he may never actually be coming over here, and that might be why we're not selling anything. You think? If a merchant is only able to hit one region, that's a massive problem for trade build. Huh. Okay. Whatever, it doesn't matter. We're gonna win the game. I'm just learning what I can, right? I'm trying to figure out like the ins and outs of little game mechanics. They're probably all gonna change at some point anyway, but you know, if I want to be some sort of a resident expert, a subject matter expert on this game, it would behoove me to learn everything I can. All right, that's a nice big army this time. Still not as bad as some of the other ones we've faced, so I think I'm okay, but the 2 archers are the only thing in here that actually does bother me. And the battle begins! All right, retinues. We're gonna let them come a little closer and then go get them, go get them, go get them. Hopefully we will, oh wow, we already lost 2 men, okay. Get in there, do what you can, protect who you can, I don't care. Archers, basically just shoot at will. Anything you can shoot at, just shoot at them. There we go, look at that, we're deleting these. Good, 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 okay. As long as we win this fight, we are fine, so I don't care if I take a few losses. Obviously, minimizing that would be nice, but it's not a big deal one way or another. I'm gonna harass their archers while my retinues and stuff finish off the rest. Does that sound good? I think so. What is this, by the way? These light mercenary spearmen are doing wonders against my retinue. I don't really know how they're doing that, but they are. Anyway, we're flanking with the archers, which means now we're doing a lot of damage. There we go, and they are falling. Just 1 round of archers that are and we win! Huzzah! You're not even focusing on the right marketplace. That is the secondary marketplace in my town. Whatever. It's not gonna make for a great cinematic shot when you do that. That's looking good! That's way better. So much better. Dramatic thunderstorm and everything, just to emphasize the point. Ladies and gentlemen, we just beat Manor Lords on the absolute highest possible difficulty. Could not have gotten any harder than that, and we just took it right down. That's exciting. Honestly, I do think we got a little bit of good luck at the beginning of the game, right? I said that. But overall, the strategy that I showed off in these series of videos works great. You can absolutely take on this at the highest possible difficulty. So I'm curious how the game's gonna continue to get rebalanced and improved, right? Because it needs it. There's a lot of things that need to change, especially with things like trade being too strong. And then as we saw, sometimes it ends up still being kind of weird in how the pathing and the merchants work. So we got kind of screwed over here in Waldbrand. How people aren't starving to death, I have no idea, but there we go. And otherwise, yeah, I can get a little bit tedious just trying to manage 3 different regions. So I'd really love to see this game moving more toward those outpost towns that we have been seeing earlier, and then kind of creating one super city somewhere in the map. That would feel pretty good to me. Otherwise though, yeah, what else we learn? Archers can be grossly overpowered. That's why they're getting nerfed. Yeah, that's about it. Very fun run, very fun game. Just lacking a little bit in the end game. I am looking forward to seeing what is going to continue happening with Manor Lords, and when we see some major updates, you better believe I'm going to be back to try out that maximum difficulty and see if we can keep this train a-rolling. Thank you all very much for watching and showing your support throughout this series. It's very much appreciated on my end. I put a lot of effort into these videos, so I appreciate you guys showing up and hitting the thumbs up button. Of course, leave comments with any ideas for other things that I could do in this game, or maybe some other games that have your eye. Subscribe, hit the notify bell, and I will see you guys next time.